Could you check the YouTube, please? Could you check the YouTube, please?
Live, you are live.
Could you check the YouTube, please?
You need to mute the audio in the YouTube that's in your Google, in your Chrome.
So I think we're live now on YouTube and on Zoom. And if anyone's watching YouTube live, yeah, we're still working out the technological issues. So here we are, and we'll start. So we'll start with Namo Tassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Buddham Dhammam Sangham Namasami. So tonight we'll be looking at, I'll be reading from the Dhammapada verses, and I will be reciting some of the Pali, and then I will be reading the several English translations. I'm only pausing because I think we're still having some technical difficulties. So just excuse me, I'm gonna check something.
It looks good on YouTube. Do you think there's someone who's trying to get in, or?
Okay, I'm sorry. I just it just says trying to connect, and I don't know what that is.
Well, it's live. It looks good.
All right.
I'll go check it. I'll check it again if I'm wrong, I'll let you know. But otherwise, I'd love to hear the Dhammapada, as would everybody else.
Okay. So excuse me for these interruptions, but so now I'm gonna start with the first verses of the Dhammapada. The Dhammapada is probably one of the most translated collections of teachings in the Pali Canon, and it's been carried through different traditions. There's translations in the Agimas and the various languages throughout the world. And so it just shows the importance of it and the beauty of it. And also, it's something that is put to memory. And the novices, I've heard it in Sri Lanka, had to memorize the first 50 verses in the Dhammapada in Pali before their full ordination. So I'm just going to be reading not even the full 21st verses. The paired verses is the first chapter. And it's really reflections on the mind and the mind's power, the power of the mind. So we'll read the verses and just pause and give time for silent reflection. And if you're in a sitting posture or a posture that's suitable for meditation, whatever your physical ability is right now, that's very conducive to the listening. You can sit with or lay or whatever your body needs at this moment with your eyes closed, but try not to drift off into sleep. So I'll start out with the Pali. Mano pubam gamadama, mano seta mano maya, manasache padutena, basati wa karoti wa, tatonam dukamanweti, chakam wa wahato padam, manopumpa gamadama, manoseta manomaya, manasache pasanena, basati wa karoti wa, tatonam sukamanweti, chaya wa anapaini. This is Ajahn Tanisaro's translation of what I just recited in Pali. Phenomena are preceded by the heart, ruled by the heart, made by the heart. If you speak or act with a corrupted heart, then suffering follows you as the wheel of the cart, the track of the ox that pulls it. Phenomena are preceded by the heart, by the heart. If you speak or call it, it follows you like a shadow that never leaves. This is Acharya Buddha Rakita. Heart and mind is used interchangeably for the translation of Mano. Mind precedes all mental states. Mind is their chief. They are all mind made. If with an impure mind a person speaks or acts, suffering follows them, like the wheel that follows the foot of an ox. Mind precedes all mental states. Mind is their chief. They are all mind made. If with a pure mind a person speaks or acts, happiness follows them like their never departing shadow. And this is Peter Fieldmeier's translation. All phenomena are preceded by the mind, created by the mind, and have the mind as their master. If one speaks or acts from a corrupted mind, suffering follows as the cartwheel follows the ox's foot. All phenomena are preceded by the mind, created by the mind, and have the mind as their master. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows as an ever-present shadow. not only is this happiness for ourselves, but for others that we touch in our lives. So these next verses I'll be reciting deal with our response to others and how that not only impacts ourselves, but also the other people. I'll recite the Pali first, and then I'll read the translations by the same translators. Akochimam, awadimam, ajinimam mahasime, yechatam upanaihanti, wheram tesam nasammati. Akochimam, awadimam, ajinimam ahasime, yechatam nupahayanti, wheram tesu pasammati. Nahi verena verani samantida kudakshanam, averema cha samanti, esadamo sanantuno. Parecha na vijananti maya metta yamamase, yecha tata vajananti tato samanti madaga. This is Ajahn Tanisaro's translation. He insulted me, hit me, beat me, robbed me. For those who brood on this, hostility isn't stilled. He insulted me, hit me, beat me, robbed me. For those who don't brood on this, hostility is stilled. Hostilities aren't stilled through hostility, regardless. Hostilities are stilled through non-hostility. This, an unending truth. Unlike those who don't realize that we're here on the verge of perishing, those who do, their quarrels are stilled. So this is not justifying the abuse of others, but our ability to forgive and not wish to retaliate. He abused me, he struck me, he overpowered me, he robbed me. Those who harbor such thoughts do not still their hatred. He abused me, he struck me, he overpowered me, he robbed me. Those who do not harbor such thoughts still their hatred. Hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. By non-hatred alone is hatred appeased. This is a law eternal. This is Acharya Buddha Rakita's translation. Sorry, I didn't mention that earlier. And I'm just pausing there because this is a very powerful, another way of translating this last line is hatred is never ended by hatred, but by love alone is it healed. So this includes love for ourselves and caring for ourselves. And it does not mean to stay in an abusive relationship or just tolerate continued abuse. I just wanted to add that. But it's more about the heart, the mind, being able to let go of hatred because it's an endless cycle if we don't abandon hatred in ourselves. So I'll read the last two lines of Acharya Buddha Rakita's translation. There are those who do not realize that one day we all must die, but those who do realize this settle their quarrels. And this is Peter Feldmeyer's translation. He insulted me, he struck me, he defeated me, he robbed me. For those who dwell on such resentments, enmity never ceases. He insulted me, he struck me, he defeated me, he robbed me. For those who do not dwell on such resentments, enmity subsides. For enmities are never appeased by enmity. They are appeased by peace. This is an eternal law. But many do not realize that we all must die. Those who do realize this appease their quarrels. So I've skipped down in this first section. And then we can end with this last pair of verses. Sorry, I don't have the reference number for it. And I'll start with the Pali, and it's just Bhante Sudasso's translation. I've only taken one for the recitation. Asare Sara Martino Sare Chasara Dasino Te Saram Nadi Gachanti Mija Sankappa Gochara Sarancha Sarato Nyatwa Asarancha Asarato Te Saram Adigachanti Samasam Kappagochara. One who thinks the non-essential is essential and who sees the essential as non-essential does not arrive at the essence. Their conduct is based on incorrect attitudes. One who knows the essential as essential and the non-essential as non-essential arrives at the essence. Their conduct is based on correct attitudes. So this reflects back to the beginning. If we speak or act with a calm, bright heart, then happiness follows you like a shadow that never leaves. Finding the essence in a pure, bright heart. One who knows the essential as the essential, and the non-essential as non-essential, arrives at the essence. Their conduct is based on correct attitudes. Enmity is never appeased by enmity. They are appeased by peace. This is an eternal law. One who knows the essence, one who knows the essential as the essential, and the non-essential as non-essential, arrives at the essence. So I'll leave you now for your silent meditation. May you all find the essence. May you all have pure, bright minds. We'll end with the Namo Tassa. Saying refuge. Araham Samma Sambuddho Bhagawa Buddham Bhagavantam Abhivademi Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammam Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Sangham Namami. Have a wonderful meditation. Oh.